Jetpack, are you ready to play Wingspan? If so,
let's start the show.
Hey everyone, I'm Jet from inthirdperson.com. Personal look at video games, board games, and other nerdy pursuits, aka the hottest cabs on Twitch. And with me on this episode of the show is PlayerTwoStart.
Hello.
Muligoon. And
Sorry about
Rachel
that.
from
Hello.
there you are,
Hello,
and
hello.
Rachel from Double Jump.
Hello.
And JF Raptor, how are you doing this evening? And yeah, we are playing. We finally got it loaded up. We are playing Wingspan on the Nintendo Switch. Actually, let me kick back to this camera here, because we're playing Wingspan on the Nintendo Switch. This is a board game that first came out in 2019, and it has been a big hit since. It's won multiple awards, rave reviews. It's sold over 1 million copies, and it's very much well on its way to being like a Ticket to Ride or a Pandemic sort of like modern classic board game. And it's also available on Steam. If you buy the physical board game, you get a 30% off code on Steam, by the way. You can get it on Switch, and I'm gonna guess it's also on all the other consoles as well. So this is what we'll be playing today, the digital version. It would be cool if we could all play it physically, and I think it's technically possible if we each had our own like webcams pointing down and stuff, but that's a lot of work. Ugh. And Meg says, did you know that when you Google hottest calves on Twitch, you actually come up?
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, we tried that on stream once, and we were the top result. And Stoppers, he says, his greatest accomplishment.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. Copper Key, how are you? Oh, snap! Cowface, thank you so much for renewing your sub, and holy cow, the zoom effect is way too intense on this cam. But thank you. 10 out of 10 SEO. Best believe it. Alright, so we are here to play the board game Wingspan, and it's gonna look a little weird. It's kind of hard to explain, especially within the context of how the video game adapts it, because it's a video game and it tries to present it in a way that looks a little more appealing on screen, but it kind of comes at the cost of making the game a little harder to learn. So I will try my best to explain what's happening as we go, and after that we will just get into the vibes and have conversations and all that. So here's my first turn. The whole point of the game is to get the most points, and there's a number of ways to get points. And generally speaking, yeah, the first way you can do that is by seeing birds. We are all bird watchers trying to watch birds. And so these here are our bird cards. Down here in the bottom right corner, this is food. And when I hit the X button, there are 2 bonus cards, and these will give me rewards if I'm able to complete these before the end of the game. Kind of like your route cards and Ticket to Ride. And you guys can all hear this too. The 2 goals I have, one of them rewards me for birds that eat fish, and one of them rewards me for birds with wingspans of 30 centimeters or less. And I like the fact that it has the percentages at the bottom, so you can see how difficult it is to pull these off. Let's go with we're going for small birds, and then let's go and look at the rewards here, or the birds. And this is a small bird. This is also a small bird. And let's go and get some food for these. So you can choose any 5 total of any combination of birds and food that equal up to 5. So I've got 2 birds right now. I'm going to take this worm. I will take a fish. And I will take a wheat. All right. And I think that's my turn. Rachel gets to start.
Wait, but I have a question.
Uh-huh.
What's the round 1 goal? What does it mean?
Oh,
sets of
yes.
eggs?
Okay. So this is another great point. There are 4 rounds in the game, and each round is broken up into like X number of turns, and after each round, we each get one less turn. And in this particular round, in round 1, it is sets of eggs in each of the environments: the water, grass, and the forest. So if you have one bird in each of those areas that has an egg on it, you will get a point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So in round 2, it's eggs in the forest. Round 3 is like bull nests, birds with bull nests with eggs. And in round 4, it's eggs in the grassy area.
Now with the round 1 goal, I think it's specifically just like eggs, like a set of, like an egg in each environment. It doesn't
Yes.
necessarily have to be a bird with an egg. Like it doesn't have to be 2 separate birds. You can have like 2 eggs, 2 eggs, 2 eggs with 3 birds.
Correct. As long as they all have enough spots for 2 eggs. But yes.
All right.
I will say the rounds thing is my favorite thing, because that's probably the most competitive part of the game. And that's the reason why you could probably play this game without even looking at each other's what you have on the table and be just fine. But when it comes to rounds, I always like to look at to see if they're actually going for it. Because if they're going for it and they're blowing me out of the water, then I'm not even going to bother going for it. I'm gonna try to be more efficient in other areas.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
if I'm close to the goal, then I will try to go for it.
All right, so chat, what's happening here is I can jump between everyone's boards, and right now, who's the red toucan? Is that this bird?
That would be me.
Okay,
The
so this is
toucan?
more
That's a puffin, I think.
puffin.
That's a
Okay.
puffin.
Yeah.
And so to break down the kind of the interface so the chat can follow, on the left-hand corner are the 3 environments. So right now, this is the forest, and then we can move into the grassy area, and then here's the water. And we'll be placing the birds within these 3 areas. Also here is that if you're not putting a bird in any of these areas, you get an action from that area. So if you are in the forest and you take the action there, you will get a food from the bird feeder, which is on the right. We'll talk about that in a second. If you take the action in the grassy area, you are laying eggs, and if you are taking the action from the water, you are taking a bird card from the draw pile, which is the draw bird section. I'm only going to just slide in for the win. Randy says he's very bad at the game.
I have played against the easy AI like maybe 5 or 6 times, and I've won twice.
Oh yeah, I lose against the computer most of the time, even on easy.
Okay, so it's not just me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and play a snowy egret.
And a little
Ooh.
tip that I didn't know when I first started playing this game: if you press up on the right stick, it switches to a table view that lets you see all of their cards that are on the table all at the same time. And that's a helpful view for like whenever you want to see how many eggs they have or where they're trying to play most of their birds.
Yeah. I don't use that view enough.
Yeah, so this view right here, it's really weird how you have to do it. You have to do like a Street Fighter half circle motion to activate it, and then you get this view, which is actually a little more like what you would see when playing the physical board game.
You actually just press up.
Press up?
on the
Okay.
right stick. Yeah.
It's weird,
It's
the
weird
half
how it's
circle thing.
specifically up. Like the other directions don't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
But oh wait, no, they do.
Ian says, can't wait to have no idea what's happening. Hey, Ian, I will try my best to explain. So actually, since it's my turn, and we will get into the process of putting birds on the board, right? So let's start with, I'm looking at my hand, and okay. This one benefits everyone. This benefits just me. So let's break down how birds work, like bird cards work. This one is Anna's hummingbird by name. The symbols on the right, the green, yellow, and blue represent the areas that bird can live in. The circle rainbow is the type of food it can eat. So that icon means it can eat any type of food. The number 4 with the feather is how many points I will score for playing that bird. The bowl is the type of nest that it lives in. And then the centimeters is its wingspan, which comes into play later on, and I'll explain how. And then when activated, so if I take an action in its habitat and I don't put down another bird, I can activate this ability, which is each player gains 1 food from the bird feeder, starting with the player of my choice. So when I activate this ability, everyone gets food. All right, where do we want to put the bird, though? Let's go with the... Yeah, let's go... No, I'm going to go here. I'm going to put Anna's hummingbird in the... What is this area called? The yellow one.
I thought it was grasslands or something.
Okay, the grasslands. I will put this bird here, and look, we just saw Anna's hummingbird in the grasslands. So thematically, that's what's happening here.
You know what? I had no idea that we were just looking at the birds. I thought we were just somehow collecting them and bringing
You're
them.
playing Pokemon with birds?
Yeah. I'm just gonna pick up this owl and drag it to my sanctuary.
Yeah, and Muligoon does say, yeah, the technical term for this style of game is an engine building game. So if you've played another, like Splendor is another sort of engine building game. That's one off the top of my head that I've played and enjoy, and Steph kicks my butt in every single day. We have a board game arena ongoing thing in that, and she wins like 99% of the time.
Yeah, I only learned that term after trying to figure out how to describe this game. Because it's like, oh yeah, it's just a more complicated Splendor, but then what is Splendor? But just an engine building game where like you get resources to build up your engine to help you get more resources in the future.
And there's a little bit of an economy because there's other things, and I see Muligoon in the chat talking about eggs and how this track works. And if you notice on the track here, it moves from left to right. And if I were to take this action furthest left, I get 1 food, which is 1 die in the bird feeder. But if there's a bird there, then you take the food action that's the next space over. And that one is I can take 1 food, and I can cash in one of my bird cards to get a second food. And then the next one over is 2 dice, which is 2 food, and so on. All right, so round 1 has... Well, the first turn of round 1 is completed. And each time you want to play a bird, like, beside the... Not from the furthest left. Okay, let me see. Like, if I wanted to put this blue gnatcatcher right beside Anna's hummingbird, I would not only have to complete the food cost for the bird, I would also have to pay the egg cost, which is just above the space. So for here, it would have to be 1. But I can't put that bird there because this one can only live in the forest. And hey, MacGyverisms, what's up? Double Jump says, so the Stardew Valley board game would also be considered engine building? That one is more of a worker placement game. Because you have your character is moving around the board and you're doing actions and you're placing people to do certain tasks. That would be a cool game to stream too. All right, I'm going to play, or like, look, we spotted a blue-gray gnatcatcher in the woods, and we will feed it. It found a worm, and now it's there, and we will gain 1 point. All right, let's go see if we can see Double Jump's board. So yeah, the general flow of the game is that you get food to attract the birds. The birds lay eggs, then the eggs hatch and more birds come to the different areas. And then that cycle continues. And then also birds build flocks, and there will be cards that go under the birds to represent like the flock growing, or birds cards will go under other birds because that bird ate those birds.
Stacking them birds.
Yep. Engine building and worker placement, the 2 genders. Yep. Also, my game has locked up.
No.
Yeah, I'm stuck in the loading thing. Awesome. Okay, let me back out and I'll come back in. Oh,
This
there we
game is
go.
great.
Jared
I
with
love
the
it.
upgrade. Oh man, I wish I was in a hot tub right now. It is freezing cold in Toronto, Canada. Disgusting. It's been terrible for weeks now.
Yeah, I mean it's like I think I'm suffering, but like where I'm like it's 15 Fahrenheit here, so
I
Ooh,
have not learned the I
I'm
really need to learn the conversion between
gonna ask Google.
yeah, because I have worked at companies. Oh, is it my turn? Okay, so yeah, you guys all finished your turns while I was stuck on that loading screen. Awesome. All right, so what's going on with me? Oh, we didn't talk about the bird feeder yet. Yeah, let's go get some food because I have 1 wheat and no birds. So let's go and use this bird, yeah, the get food action. So let's press A here. And I will take, actually, I should have, let's not do that just yet. I need to figure out what bird I'm trying to get.
If you're curious, 15 degrees Fahrenheit is minus 9.4
Okay,
Celsius.
it's pretty cold.
Which, yeah.
No, what I should do, I should grab a bird instead. So let's go take a bird because then I can figure out what food I want. These birds all have pretty expensive food costs. This one's 2 worms. This one's 2 worms and a wheat. This one is 2 fish. But you can also take the top card of the deck. So let's do that. Oh, that one's like even more expensive. All right. Well, that's my turn.
We all get those same birds? The draw cards?
Yes, we're all looking at the same. It's the same deck.
Oh.
yeah, there's
I thought I had special birds.
you can draw from the face down deck, or you can draw from one of the 3 face up cards, and the 3 face up cards don't replenish until the end of your turn.
Oh.
So Rachel's the blue owl, correct? Rachel, is the blue owl you?
Yeah.
Okay. So chat, we're looking at Rachel's board right now. I wish it had the labels. Rachel has 1 fish crow in the grasslands, 1 blue jay in the forest, and nothing in the water just yet. That's fine. Ian says, yeah, it isn't too often it gets that cold here. Not unheard of, but usually only a couple times per winter. Right, yeah, you're further south. Do you get snow down there? I have no idea.
He was saying that it's 13 Fahrenheit, so it's probably around like 9.5.
Okay.
Minus 9.5, which is like, that seems really cold for how far south you guys are. Because like that's how cold it is here during the day, like lately. And that's still too much for me. I'm not going out in minus 9.
Yeah. Double Jump says we see an eyeball symbol below Rachel's own icon, so maybe that indicates what board we're looking at. Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, if I jump here, okay. Oh, whose turn is it now? It's Muligoon's turn, right? The red puffin bird thing. Now it's the puffin. Yep. And let's see what Muligoon's got going on. Oh, sorry. Muligoon has a mountain bluebird in the grassland and a Carolina chickadee in the forest. One thing, if you press on like left or right on the analog stick, you can see a fun fact about the bird. For example, the Carolina chickadee. Chickadees hide seeds and can remember thousands of hiding places. Dude, I can't remember what I had for lunch today, let alone thousands of places where I hid lunch for the future.
How are you seeing all of this? Too many buttons.
If you hit left or right on the on your right stick, it changes the cards from their skill to the trivia about them.
So it's an educational game too.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
We're learning so much.
So I also just froze up, but I didn't have to completely close the game though to refresh it. I just had to press plus and go back to main menu and then come back in. So
Okay.
boop, something to know.
All right. All right. So Randy, you are the green duck.
I am.
Okay. So I just wanted to show something
Yeah.
here. Randy has a barred owl in the forest, and the skull and crossbones symbol means this is a predator bird. And when this ability is activated, Randy looks at the bird card from the top of the deck. If its wingspan is under 75 centimeters, tuck it behind this bird. If not, discard it. So yeah, this bird is killing any birds that are smaller than it.
It's covering. It's being tucked under the bird because the small birds are cold.
Yeah.
They've got a smaller body size, so like
Thank
the
you,
owl's just
Randy.
doing it a favor and keeping it warm.
Thank you.
JF Raptor says, I feel like I'm at a bird sanctuary. Yeah, that's kind of the vibe of the game, and the music is very chill as well. And right now, I've only got, in the white box, it shows I've got 1 wheat. And this bird, the bird that I have right now, is going to take a lot more than 1 wheat to feed. So, let's go and take this action to get food, and I will choose... The food that you can choose is in that circle. So right now there's only 3 dice left, a wheat, a berry, and a worm, or the caterpillar, the bug. And let us take this. So we'll take the food, and now it activates the birds going from right to left. And so we are activating the ability of the blue-gray gnatcatcher, which lets me gain 1 worm from the supplies. So yeah, I'm just going to take a worm for free.
And you don't have to take the actions, which is nice. You can always you can opt to skip if you want to skip them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I often do that with the tuck a card from your hand because I frequently have no cards from my hand, or I really need to play that 1 card that I have.
And one thing to mention about the bird feeder is basically that's community. That's everybody can see on the table, and that's you basically you put the real board game has a dice tower that you take the dice, you put it in the dice tower, and then that's what the food is for everybody to pick from. But there's 2 cases where you can opt to reroll if there's only one type of something left, or if there's only 1 dice left. So basically when there's only 1 type left, then you can have the option to reroll.
Which I think Rachel just
Yeah,
did.
Rachel just re-rolled.
Yeah.
There it is. So let's hop over to Muligoon's board, see what he's got going on. And Double Jump says, you must be more south than us. We get a blizzard, and the government is like, walk it off. Yeah, we had, really bad snowstorm the other day.
Oh,
It was, over 20 centimeters of snow. I think there were parts when after the snowplow came through, the snow, the high part of in front of my car was at my knees.
Oh no. Oh yeah, because you guys don't have a driveway.
Yeah,
to
we
dig
don't.
out, but you still have to dig out your car afterwards.
Yep.
Oh wait, how do you do that then? You gotta lug it all the way to the end of the parking area?
So without doxing me too much,
Sorry, I know.
I have to walk to my parking spot and bring the shovel with me, and then I guess I could walk it back to the house. Or just throw it in the car.
Okay.
Still trying to figure out how many centimeters that is.
Or how many inches?
Yeah, that.
Yeah, 20 centimeters is 20 centimeters. I know that calculation off the top of my head.
Thank you, Randy.
You're welcome.
I still remember my cousins, our cousins, Brittany and Jaya, who came from Texas during Christmas time, and they really wanted to see snow for the first time. And it didn't snow that Christmas until the very last day when there was hours left to go before the airport, and we ended up driving like half an hour north and stopped at like this random gas station because there was just like the lightest scattering of snow in a ditch, and then they were just like making snow angels in the ditch, and they were so happy because it was the first time they saw snow. Which
It's so sad.
yeah.
I don't
Try-
even remember this story.
Yeah,
They
JF Raptor remembers
they have
that.
seen snow since then.
Yes.
Yeah.
There has been snow in Texas since recently.
Oh yeah, they have seen snow
Yeah.
in Texas. Yeah.
All right. So one thing about food, birds have a specific food cost. This particular bird is 2 berries and 1 bug. However, you can also just cash in 2 of any type of food to convert it into 1. I'm 1 berry short, but yeah, we'll just go and grab food here. So I will take the get food action. I will grab a berry from the supply, and it'll activate going from right to left all the other birds in the row. So this one lets me gain a bug from the supply. So now I got 2 food.
I would really appreciate if you start activating your hummingbird so that we can get some of that.
That'd be nice.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the hummingbird that gets all the food. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I need to lay some eggs. I haven't needed to yet. I think I will have to, though, now that you mention it, because the hermit thrush isn't going to go there without an egg.
Bouncing between boards wouldn't be so confusing if we didn't all choose the same background.
I
It is
didn't
pretty
realize you
fun.
could change backgrounds.
Yeah. When you pick your bird, you also pick a background. And I think there's like 6 different ones.
Okay. So this one right now, this is Rachel with the blue jay.
Right, now wait, how do you change backgrounds?
Can we even do that while we're in the middle of a game?
I mean,
no.
you can always leave the game, but I don't think it would probably load it in. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a,
It doesn't. It's all right.
It's fine.
You can tell which board you're looking at by the eye icon in the
Yeah.
top, and if it's not there, then you're looking at your own.
and I do think I do think the table view, especially whenever you want to just get a quick look at everybody's boards, is a good way to look.
Yeah.
Ian asks, what's the win condition in this game? The win condition, so hold on, give me 1 second to get out of this view. The win condition of this game is to get the most points, and there are a number of ways of getting points. You will get points equal to the number by the feathers on the bird. So, for example, in this one, the fish crow has 6, so that is 6 points. It's the total number of points across all of your birds. You will get points for your bonus cards, and for any cards you complete, you will get points for that. You will also get points for... how do I get back to my board? You will also get points for food that birds have stored on them. Certain ones will have food on them. Certain birds will, have other bird cards tucked under. You will get a point for each of those. The end of round goals, which I'll show here. Unfortunately, my face is covering the menu that shows them. You'll get points based on these end of round goals as well. And am I missing one? Oh, and eggs. Eggs across all of your birds. So a lot of different ways to score points.
And each subsequent round is worth more points. Round 1 is not worth very many points, but then like as you get to round 4, if you get first place and completing the round 4 goals, you get 7 points.
Yeah. Okay. So now we've got our bird is ready in terms of food, but we don't have eggs to give birth to this bird. So let us activate the lay eggs ability. And I'm going to lay 1 egg up here and 1 egg down here. And can I actually cash in? So one of the other options, because I have a bird on the leftmost space, I can cash in a food to get a 3rd egg. And do I want to do that? Yes, I do. I will trade in my 1 wheat, and I will take a 3rd egg, which we will lay here in the forest. And because I activated the lay eggs action, and we're moving from right to left, activating the abilities, Anna's hummingbird now gets to, everybody gets a food from the bird feeder. And who will start? Of these 2 things,
You can also choose yourself.
Yeah, I could choose myself. I don't like these actions here, so I will pick Randy to start.
Sure. Okay.
Uh-oh. Yeah, so I picked Randy to start intentionally because it was going to go Randy, then me, then Rachel, then Muligoon. And Randy gets to choose between those 2 things. I will have 1 die left, but because there's only 1 type left, I can re-roll the whole thing and then just pick something else. Chat, I know this is probably difficult to follow along, but I'm trying my best.
Are there any other digital board games that would be good on stream that we could play?
Ooh, I wanted to do Pandemic around, like, I'd had it in my mind. I bought Pandemic on the Switch and was like, okay, well, let's play this as a group. I will drive, and then everyone else can tell me what they want to do. And then the actual Pandemic happened, and I thought it was in poor taste to stream it at that point. At this point, it's probably fine to stream it, and we can talk about the context of, world events and whatnot. But haven't gone back to that yet. It's available. That game actually has gone through some weird stuff because it is getting pulled from all of the digital storefronts.
And then there's that Oink Games collection that
right.
was released recently.
Yeah. So let's talk about Pandemic first. So the game started mysteriously disappearing from all of the marketplaces like the App Store, Xbox, PlayStation, and then the publisher came out and said, like, hey, the digital version's almost 10 years old at this point, and it doesn't live up to our current standards, so we're taking it down. So I am presuming that a new version of the app will be coming soon. Also, my game seems to have locked up again. Yeah, I can't even press pause to
what's going on?
Go to the main menu.
That's unfortunate.
So, let's restart.
Board Game Arena, like a few months ago, got Pandemic, and that works really well.
I haven't tried it on Board Game Arena yet.
Yeah, I've played solo games. I don't want to play it with randos because I feel like that would suck.
Oh, that'd be infuriating.
Yeah.
I don't.
Especially because a lot of you're up against the world, and a lot of those folks don't speak the same language as I do.
Mm-hmm.
So are you just gonna not talk, or do you, I don't know. I don't want to deal with randos. I'm not gonna play with them. If we ever wanted to do Pandemic on Board Game Arena, I'd be cool with that.
Okay. Oh, now it's stuck on the logging in screen. Awesome. Ian says, it's been so long since I played board games. I used to play Boss Monster at least once a week back in college. Wild what a pandemic and adult responsibilities will do to you. Oh, I remember Boss Monster. That was one that it got a lot of buzz when it first came out, and we bought it right away.
Yeah, it looks really interesting. I've never actually played it, but I've always been intrigued by it. And it comes in a small package, which I love.
Mm-hmm. To that game's credit, that game has sold like 1 trillion copies, and it has spawned many expansions and spin-offs, and kudos to those guys for having made something that has been very successful in the board game space. And now I can't even log into the game.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh
Oh.
no.
Uh,
This is a disaster. What happened?
unexpected maintenance? Who's...
Oh my goodness. You guys are all still playing, right?
Yeah, very much.
Yeah,
We're
we're
waiting
still
on you.
here.
All
I
just
think we're
waiting for
on
me at
you
this
to
point?
grab from the food, the bird feeder.
Okay. How about we do this? I'm going to shut down my Nintendo Switch and we will... Here, actually, should I power it down or just hit sleep mode? At this point, probably just power it down.
Just power it all the way down.
All the way
Yeah.
down.
all the way down. Yeah, sleep mode's not gonna give it the magic it needs.
Yeah.
Buy a new Switch.
Yeah,
get
maybe
some new
that.
Joy-Cons.
Man, if of course with my luck at this point, they would just release the Switch Pro as soon as I bought a Switch OLED.
So you're the one holding it up then.
Yeah.
It's the fact that you don't want to buy a new Switch that we're not getting the Switch Pro.
Hate to see it. I'm ready. I have a fund. Like I have my savings set up so that I have a little bit of video game money ready to go whenever something hits, and I've got enough for presumably a Switch. I mean, they might release it for $1 trillion, but I would be ready day one if that announcement hits.
You've
All right,
got
we're
an
back in.
emergency fund. Oh, there
Yeah.
we go. Emergency
Yeah,
fund
that or
for
if
gaming.
I lose my job, then I've got money for groceries and stuff.
But it's gaming first.
Yeah,
if both
of
things
course.
happened at the same time, you're buying the Switch.
I mean, okay, well, there was a point. No, I'm not gonna share that story. All right, we've got the food. We have 2 berries and a bug, and that means we spotted the hermit thrush. Oh, I can't. Okay, hold on. I'm not trying to gain food. Back out. Wait, I can't even back out of the bird action now. The food action. I don't want to get food anymore.
Well, no. It happened because you activated that power that lets all of us grab food from the bird feeder, and
Oh yeah.
I grabbed
right.
mine.
Yeah, I
and
want my free food.
Okay. Yeah.
We've
All right.
been-
Sorry.
we're
I'm
hungry.
holding up the line here. Let me grab a bear. Okay. Now we're back.
Okay.
Absolutely, gaming comes first.
It definitely makes you wonder because like the main mode is 3 players, which I understand why they would do that because you know you kind of want the pace to kind of flow a little bit faster. But I'm wondering if the reason why they kept it at 3 players was because if you did any more than 3 players, it started to break things.
Oh no, Rachel and I were playing on Monday, and we had multiple instances of the game locking up.
Oh yeah.
Which is wild because I don't think I've had any issues with the game locking up. I have
Yeah,
issues with
I've been pretty lucky with it too.
Maybe it was me then.
Maybe it was. All right, so chat, feel free to if you've got any questions about how this game works, feel free to throw those in there. Would love to explain how this works and what's going on. I can do a quick check to show you how many points I have. Right now, I have 8. I don't know if that's a lot. I don't know if in last, because there are secret things, secret objectives that make it a little harder to gauge who is winning.
And this view is nice because it gives you a real time view of tracking where people are on the goals.
Yep.
It looks like it looks like the green duck over there has a 1 egg in each habitat, and because of that, he's successfully met 1 set.
Yeah.
And so,
Sure
so right now 1 is that's the one to beat. And we and another thing to mention is that blue little cube above the food there, that shows how many turns you have left.
Yeah. All right. In the meantime, in other video game stuff, Pokemon Arceus is out this week. Is anyone here picking that up day one?
I am not that excited about it. I don't know. I just yeah, I know.
I'll be honest, I do think it looks really cool. I've just, in my experience, I've always run out of interest in Pokemon games before finishing them. I know this one's very different, and it looks really cool, and the reviews that are coming in seem to be like really high. So I am curious about it. Will I
Yeah,
pick it up day one? Probably not.
we
Okay.
But
seem to be in a similar boat there. Yeah, because Pokemon is just it's just not for me, and I just need to accept that. I really tried to love the, uh, the Brilliant Diamond, and I just gonna get into it.
Okay. Double Jump says, Chris says, we're very excited for it. I am excited for it as well. I will be picking it up day one. I haven't decided if I'm gonna start it on stream or or just play it on my own time. Like I do want to stream it, but I don't know if it's going to be a thing where we only stream that game. One, I think it's gonna take like forever for us to do it, and two, I kind of probably want to play it more than just during stream time. So it might just be a hey, check in. This is where I'm at.
And I
could it?
must say, I think it looks great. Like I really do. I know a lot of people were hating on the graphics whenever they first showed footage of it, but I think it looks really good.
Could it be one of those games where you've got just a separate file for it, just load it up in a different profile
Yeah, I
for the
could
stream?
do that.
I mean, how long are you planning to play it on stream? Is the thing.
Yeah, I don't know. And there's, I guess, the part about saving it for the stream would also be like being surprised when stuff happens for the first time for me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because if I knew the
That's
spoiler was coming and then I just like no sell it, and that might take away from the moment,
you're gonna be surprised when Pikachu eats a birdie.
I pre-ordered the game, but I don't think we're gonna be live streaming it at all because we kind of just want to soak it all in just on our own.
Yeah, that's totally fair. I think that there can be a lot of pressure when it comes to streaming, and what do you save to play on stream versus what you play on your own, and putting that type of pressure on you to make this is my content, like, just it puts a different pressure on the game, and then it can either be more motivating to play it or less motivating to play it.
Yeah, when I started Murder by Numbers on stream, I was gonna be like, oh yeah, this is streaming content now, and then I didn't feel like streaming anymore, and now it's just sat there.
Yep.
And I don't know what to do. I mean, I know what I should do. I should play it because it seemed like a fun game, but I've moved on to other things. I picked up another Monster Hunter game
Okay.
because it was on sale. It was it's one of the older Monster Hunters on Switch.
Okay.
So now I've got that in addition to Persona 5 Royal, which I am near the end of, I think. At least I'm near the end of like the regular content, and then there's extra Royal specific content.
Okay.
But I am just like, I need to get stuff off my plate before I add more games to it.
Yeah. All right, I will get back to the game conversation. Back to Wingspan here. I've got my food, I've got my 2 berries, I've got my bug. We are going to put the hermit thrush in the forest, and this is because I'm moving further into the forest. I need to cache or like have to hatch an egg, so we'll do that egg, and now that bird is there. Muligoon is back, which is great. Ian says, according to the reviews we've read, the main story is around the same length as a typical Pokemon game. All right, so it's gonna take a while. Oh no, I got the locked up thing again.
Really?
Yeah.
What are you doing that's locking up the screen?
I have no idea.
I mean, like, nothing you do should be locking up the game. That's definitely the game's fault, but I'm curious as to what's causing it.
Yeah. Double Jump says, we literally went back to Animal Crossing, and I'm also finally playing more Three Houses. Finished the Blue Lions route, and now on the Black Eagles. Wow.
Nice.
Putting in that time. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad you're enjoying. I have to go back to Animal Crossing. I bought
should.
the Happy Home stuff and haven't opened the game since.
I think Happy Home Paradise could be good streaming content if you are into designing homes.
Yeah.
That's like, if it is gold, you've got like 500 homes to design.
Sweet.
Did I miss the what are we playing question?
I mean, we have been we were talking about Pokemon Arceus, and then
Okay,
Double Jump
yeah.
chimed in with some stuff that
Okay,
she's been playing.
Yeah. I wasn't for sure if that was a topic or what.
It will be. It will be. Yeah, Chris mentioning playing through the Blue Lions run so far. Enjoyed it. Definitely missed my Golden Deer, but the Blue Lions have some great characters. Think I like the plot more of Golden Deer, though. All right, the Golden Deer is the one I didn't finish. That was the one I did on stream, and then I lost motivation to play it on stream when I felt like Fire Emblem didn't make for a good streaming game, so I ended up just stopping that route. I got really far in the Blue Lions one. I think I upped the difficulty, and then I got stuck, or I got frustrated. It was more frustrated than stuck on like the last level, and I was like, I'm just done.
I think you can figure out what happens.
Yeah. I did finish the route with the Black Eagles.
Yeah, I only did Blue Lions, and then I had intended. Well, I started a Black Eagles run afterwards, but I didn't get too far in it.
Okay.
But I have been inspired to try that game. Well, to come back to that game because one of my friends is playing it right now. He is he did the DLC, the Cinder Shadows DLC. And is now getting back to the main route, which is, I didn't realize that DLC is like $30.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a steep price. But yeah, eventually I will get back to my Black Eagles run and see how that plays out.
Double Jump says, I want to do a run and recruit everyone into Golden Deer that I can. Right now, I'm just focusing on the default house characters. All right. The DLC wasn't too bad either. I liked having characters from all the houses together. Totally wish there was a golden ending route. All right, so this is the final turn of round 1. I am not going to be able to score any points in this end of round goal because I do not have a bird in the water area. I don't even have any birds right now. And I think what we will do instead is let's start setting up for... I want to start setting up for round 2. Grab a bird. Let's go and lay some eggs. And we're going to lay some eggs in the forest because we're going to start preparing for that round 2 goal. And we will trade in a bug. And then the hermit thrush is going to lay another egg. And all players gain 1 from the bird feeder. Yes. And I'll start. Yeah. And we're going to re-roll all the dice, and I will take a wheat.
And the star cards, so each card has a nest type on it. The ones that are star, that's wild. That means that's all nests, and so they're very valuable because that means you can use those cards to meet multiple goals.
You recruited everyone. Didn't let you recruit so many characters from other would have made it more heartbreaking when you have to fight them later. And oh, Space Cactus, welcome back. How you doing, homie? Oh, why didn't the bomb go off there? Oh no. Hold on. Let's try that again. There we go. Proper. And Space Cactus, I don't know if I'm winning. I can show my score here to everybody, but I cannot see everybody else's score, and we will find out at the end who wins. We can take a guess at who's winning. So this is... Can I not see my own board? Right now? Okay, this is my board. Right now, I have 17 points. And I am ahead in 2 of the 4 end-of-round goals. I'm way behind in some of the other ones. Randy's probably going to win round 1, and then Randy and Rachel are tied for round 4 goals, but that's kind of a long way away. Yeah, Space Cactus. What did you have for dinner? For everybody here, what'd you I know, like, amongst us in the voice chat, we all talked about this. I didn't share what I had for dinner.
You did.
So I had a kind of long day at work, and I didn't want to cook. So we had Swiss Chalet, which is a Canadian institution. It is a restaurant where they serve like roasted chicken with, I mean, it's usually fries, but the signature is the chalet sauce. It is, I can't even describe it, but it is nectar of the gods.
I don't know. It's like a thin gravy, but it's also more red than brown, and I don't know how like it's a little closer to like barbecue sauce maybe.
Oh, I don't know.
Like how I don't know what that flavor is.
It's hard.
Good.
It's hard to explain, but it is the trick to all of it. Like the actual Swiss Chalet chicken is okay, but the chalet sauce is what puts it over the top.
You might need to reset your game because I've already taken my turn and it's stuck on me.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I am also seeing it on you, and my game's not like.
Yeah, I'm stuck on you too.
Oh, so I'm the odd one out.
All right, maybe you have to reset, Muligoon.
Oh wait,
you have to press Y.
Wait, never mind. Yep, I'm now playing.
Okay.
Well, for some reason I didn't see the score sheet come up on the stream. That kind of showed that Randy pulled off with the top points there, and I got second. And like I didn't see that screen pop up, so I was like, well, I was waiting for the screen to pop up.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, catching up on dinner. Double Jump had spaghetti. Spaghetti's a classic. Space Cactus had tomato soup and grilled cheese. I am a stickler I'm very picky when it comes to tomatoes. I don't like eating tomatoes in its default form. I think I don't like the taste. I don't like the mouthfeel is a big problem for me, right? The sort of the outer skin and then the mushy inside. Like there's too much going on. Tomato soup though, love it. Ketchup, love it. I like tomato sauce, love it. It's just when it is in an actual tomato form, I can't do it.
I'm a step further than you. I don't like tomato sauce unless it's on pizza. That's basically it.
JF Raptor says leftover chicken tenders with green beans and red and yellow tender. All right, or peppers. All right, sounds good. JF Raptor says I can't say anything bad about Swiss Chalet. All right. For
like
everyone that comes,
Swiss Chalet's ribs.
Yeah, those are
rather
good.
than their chicken. Yeah, go for it.
Double Jump says I have a mental image of you trying to eat a tomato like an apple. Oh, that would be my nightmare. If I was like in I don't know, you had me in some sort of torture chamber tied up to the chair, and I told you I'm not snitching, I'm not giving you the nuclear codes, and you take the tomato and just shove it in my mouth, I'd totally snitch. Space Cactus with the hot take. You don't understand the love for Swiss chalet sauce.
Gasp.
Oh my goodness. Justin Trudeau is knocking down your door going to revoke your citizenship. Oh my goodness. My
I
favorite.
do
Okay,
remember
go for it.
the last time we had an American visitor over, he did not care for the chalet sauce either. I feel like the way we're talking it up is gonna be like it's gonna be so disappointing when like all of our American friends finally come up to visit and they
Mm,
try it out and they're like, this is nothing. What is this?
see. All right, quick game stuff. I don't have any birds, so let's go take a bird. I'm trying to get. I want small birds, 30 centimeters or less, to try and complete my goal. 2 out of these 3 birds are small birds, but both of them have really expensive food costs. I will go with the Baltimore Oriole. And I wanted this one because it's got lots of points, 9 points on that bird. It's got a wild bird nest, and when it's activated, everybody gets 1 berry from the supply. That helps everybody out.
So it doesn't, Jet, because that's the bird I was gonna take.
Oh, no.
no.
Sorry, Rachel.
It's messed up all my plans.
Oh, no. I hate to see it.
The birds that we've got down are just they suck because their food costs are so high.
Yeah. Inflation.
It's okay. Daddy Jet's gonna give us all the food whenever he activates those powers.
Yeah. Shoot, I had a follow-up thing. Oh, one of my favorite story, and this is from mom, our mom. For her last few jobs, she has worked with at her last job, she worked with a billionaire, like literally one of the 10 richest men in Canada. And she was assigned, like, she had to go and was she getting like the entire company lunch or just him?
Oh, I think she's getting the entire company lunch. It was like a thing that they rotated.
Yeah, okay, so she was ordering lunch for the entire office, and she ordered Swiss Chalet. And now this is like Swiss Chalet, for anybody, it's like a sit-down restaurant, like a mid-budget restaurant. It's like definitely not a fancy establishment. They are
Like
everywhere.
Applebee's?
Sorry?
Like I'd say it's around the level of Applebee's.
Yeah, like an Applebee's tier restaurant. And the billionaire boss, has this food and is like, "Oh my god, this is the best food I've ever had. What is this?" And I was like, "This is Swiss Chalet." And he's like, "Wait, what? What is it? How come I've never heard of this restaurant?" And it's most likely because he's a super rich dude who would never go into an establishment like a Swiss Chalet. Yeah, rich people perspective. It's crazy.
Yeah.
In certain ways, particularly in, government, having that perspective on the world can be really messed up. But he was just like, "Wow, Swiss Chalet is like the greatest."
It will be
And
right
Ian
back.
with the joke snipe. Ba-doom. Oh damn! Space Cactus coming for trying to start World War III here. Oh my goodness! Saying similar to Dunkin' Donuts, everyone in the States loved it. I tried it and I thought it tasted gross. Wow! Damn, Space Cactus just out here like, eat that, all you food establishments.
Yeah. Dunkin' Donuts is it's not that great. Like if you want good donuts, just go to your local bakery, that our specialty donut shop. I mean, the local businesses, support your local businesses is what I'm trying to say.
All right, I just took some food. Players, okay, so now we're activating our ability. Players with the fewest forest birds gain 1 from the bird feeder. Oh wait, does that mean? I should have checked to see who would get the food, and it's Muligoon. Double Jump says Duncan is a staple down here. Yeah.
We used to have Dunkin' up here. Like they
Used
used to be like
to.
a thing. Like I think there's still like 1 or 2 around probably in our area, but like they're they're not around basically.
Double Jump says, I'm not a big coffee person. That's Rachel, but Dunkin' once in a while isn't bad. I like the really sweet drinks from there or Starbucks. Okay. I am my order. If you're ever ordering me Starbucks, please get the double chocolatey chip frappuccino for me. Please and thank you.
I'll take a vanilla bean frap, please. Thank you.
All right. Someone
Sometimes
write this
a
down.
matcha frap. Yeah.
The good choices. Yeah, right now, if you're I mean, I don't, it's not really in the discussion right now, but the Tim Biebs has been, I feel like that has been a big win for Tim Hortons. So for everybody outside of Canada, Tim Hortons is a coffee shop, like a Canadian institution, wildly popular up here. And
Which is
they
funny
ran
they're currently Brazilian owned.
Yeah. Well, they ran a promotion late last year with Justin Bieber, and they sell, for those outside of Canada, they're called donut holes. In Canada, they're called Timbits, which they changed the name to Tim Biebs, as in, Timbits and Justin Bieber, and then they put out some exclusive flavors with the Tim Biebs name, and they sold some merchandise as well. And I get the sense that those have sold really well for Tim's. At the very
I still
least,
haven't tried them.
they're fine. They are like, we took the regular Timbits and then we sprinkled slightly different stuff on them. But I think the birthday cake ones, 2 out of the 3 I like, and then one of them is just, oh, this is just the chocolate one. I don't even taste the difference. Double Jump says, had a coworker yesterday whose friends sent a Starbucks Uber Eats delivery to her in the middle of the day. The rest of us were jealous. Yeah, living that Uber life. I've heard, I mean, this is from years ago now, where the advent of Uber Eats is such that high school students just order it to the cafeteria. Kind of crazy. And let's go with, can I actually get this bird in the, yeah, I think we can. Let's go and put the Baltimore Oriole down. I'm gonna have to cough up all my food and another egg, but we'll make that happen. Plant the bird there. Well, not plant the bird, but we saw the bird there in the forest.
Eggs are just bird seeds. You plant them in the ground, and then you water them for a few weeks, and then they sprout a bird.
I just wanted to point out that wild turkey was a good play, because that's a lot of eggs on one bird, and he's worth 8 points. I mean, that's a nice card.
Yeah, good job, Rachel, there.
Since the goal is currently eggs and forest, that's going to be a great spot to put a bunch of eggs.
Yeah, let's go look at that end of round goal right now. I am the only one who's got, oh no, eggs in the forest. I've got 4. Muligoon's got 1. PlayerTwoStart has 1. Double Jump has 0. But that could change very quickly if that wild turkey just starts laying eggs like crazy.
I totally forgot that the thing was eggs in the forest, because I was thinking it was just birds. So thank you for the reminder. I will be putting down some eggs shortly. Spoilers.
Oh, Double Jump. In this game, birds do not eat eggs. Birds eat other birds. As they do in nature. Circle of life. I mean, what other game stuff is... Oh. Ian says, I'm going to end up throwing my laptop out the window if I keep getting these XCOM rolls in Wildermyth? Missing an 87% chance to hit. Get out of here. Oof. Hate to see it. Ugh. Yes, but birds eat seed. That's where your brain went. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
No.
I get that cut off weirdly quick. Sorry, the rain cut off like halfway through the song. Anyhow, go for it, Randy.
No, I knew when I said bird seed, I knew that what I was saying sounded like that, but I continued because I figured you'd get it.
Oh, Yeah, I didn't.
But yeah.
Yeah, in terms of games we've been playing, I have been playing Wingspan with everybody here in different games, and it is an okay adaptation. I'm not liking the crashing at all, though. It is insane how many times we've had to restart this game because it just randomly died. I hope the Steam version is more stable.
Yeah, hopefully so. And there was just a patch. Like I don't know what the patch did, but we had to update it recently. So
yeah, I was trying to figure out what the update was. I didn't find any patch notes. I don't think they updated the Steam version at the same time.
All right, so to give everybody an update on where I am, I have no birds, and we've got 1 wheat, and we could. We're in the lead on. No, we're in the lead on eggs in the forest. I guess we could lay some more eggs. Yeah, let's lay some more eggs. Why not? So we will lay eggs in on this bird here, the Baltimore Oriole. We'll lay 2. That's our turn. Oh yeah, and everyone, yeah, I will gain food from the bird feeder. I'll start, and I will take this worm. Other games, I'm probably never gonna finish Diamond and Pearl at this point. We've missed a couple of streams, and like I was kind of going slow through that anyway. And now Arceus is coming out, and I will start and possibly never finish Arceus, but there's a higher chance that I would. That the hot new Pokemon game, trying out some different ideas.
Is the plan for Diamond Pearl to come back to it after you're done with Arceus, or
I don't know. There's still a backlog of other games that I need to play as well. Like I still have to play Ace Attorney Chronicles. I still have to play Skyward Sword. I don't know if I'm ever getting the Skyward Sword. Tony Hawk, you got me that for my birthday. Okay, the next time I fire up the PS5, we'll play some Tony Hawk. I'm not gonna stream that though.
I'm getting you Tony Hawk every year for your birthday until you start playing it.
Yeah. Tony Hawk, I bought Returnal on the PS5, and that I think that's still in the Amazon package upstairs.
That's all right. I've got like 24 games on my Switch that I've bought and never played.
I've been playing a lot of Mario Party though. Steph and I have been playing not only Mario Party Superstars, but over the weekend we picked up Super Mario Party, where Steph absolutely destroyed me in the computer. She put up 9 stars in 20 turns.
How are you finding that in comparison to Superstars?
I like the mini games, the ones that we've played so far. I think we've only played one board though, and it's the one with the 4 islands. And we found the design of that to be kind of wonky. The idea that you can just get stuck for multiple turns on the wrong island was not very pleasant.
Yeah. And that game also only has 4 boards, right? Or is it
I think
5?
it's 4.
4.
Yep.
Which is unfortunate, because it seemed like one of those games that was gonna get more content. But it didn't.
It did. It got online play
it
like
did.
3 years later. Look, Steph chiming in here with the Victory Royale. And deservedly so. I've never been dominated that badly in a Mario Party before. So, and I don't think I've ever seen that anywhere. What a legend. Whose turn is it? All right, my turn. All right, so Rachel, what have you been playing of late? Rachel
Nothing.
here? Nothing. All right. Well, I have no birds. I've got some food. We can get... Still looking for small birds. Yeah. Let us take... this one. That's my
Wait a
turn.
minute, who took the quail? Did somebody take the quail? No, it's still there.
No.
I mean,
Ian
I
says...
don't want.
Oh. Ian says they finally used the idea Double Jump and I talked about on stream ages ago and just made Mario Party the good ones. Agreed. I think that, yeah, Mario Party Superstars is a very solid entry in the series, and we've played it a bunch and enjoy it, and we have, you know, we got to play one online game with Megan Plays Games and Space Cactus. There's, I don't know if I'm probably gonna end up on someone else's stream playing some Mario Party. I mean, we played a couple times between Megan Space Cactus. Yeah, one on stream, one off stream. Did they already announce it?
They didn't announce it. I talked about it literally the day of.
Okay.
Because I was invited to Cowface's stream, and then I talked about it.
Oh, okay. So you leaked it then.
I leaked it. So if you were there, you're in the know.
But yeah, I'm not gonna to officially promote it here in case they change their minds or what have you. But if all goes according to plan, Randy and I will end up on someone's stream playing some Mario Party in the near future.
Is Rachel there? Because she just took her turn, but she hasn't spoken in a little bit.
She is on mute. Oh,
Can you hear me now?
yes.
There we go.
Oh, sorry, because I wasn't on mute. I was going back and forth, and I kept trying to talk a bunch of times, and you guys weren't hearing me, so I thought I was just being too quiet, and then I realized that my green light was never lighting up.
Oh no.
Sorry about
Oh
that.
no. Oh,
I think we fixed it. Have fun.
JF Raptor says, I feel like I'm not that great of a Mario Party player to be streaming it. I don't know enough about the game. I don't
have
think.
to be great.
No.
I don't think anyone's great at the game. It's a random number generator.
Yep.
It's just an hour-long or 2-hour-long random number generator where it picks a winner at the end.
Yes. Yeah, don't be particularly conscious about your gameplay skill on stream in general, but especially with Mario Party. No one is looking for top tier Mario Party gameplay because that's just not a thing that really exists.
Ooh, okay. What do I want to do?
Double Jump says, we're still hoping for more content from Mario Party Superstars and future updates. I hope so too, with the way that Nintendo has updated some of their games, in particular Super Mario Party in the past. I'm not holding my breath, but I also wouldn't be surprised if something showed up like 2 years from now. That's like way too late, but oh, all right, cool. Randy, is it still your turn?
It is still my turn. I am trying to figure out because I need food, but not the food that's in the bird feeder.
Okay.
And I'm trying to decide, like, do I wait for someone else to take it, or do I just take one and then re-roll, but then I have a thing that I don't need? Okay, well,
yeah.
that's what
I was
I'm
just trying to
doing,
make
so-
sure that my game wasn't stuck.
Oh no, I figured. I can reveal my strategy, or lack thereof. There. Oh, that. Don't skip that power. All right, my owl is covering a bird, keeping it warm under its wings.
Oh no! Oh no! Pour
Jet,
one out
oh
for.
no, he's staying warm.
Yeah. He's staying warm. Gonna be warm for the rest of his life.
Oh,
Okay, so
gosh.
everyone can see what Randy means. The barred owl on the left, and it has a bird icon with the number 1. That is the number of birds it has killed, and Randy will be getting a point for each one at the end of the game.
They're just hanging out together. They're pals. They're cuddling for warmth.
Okay. This bird is pretty. Oh, I'm only 1 short. Okay, let's go. Oh, I don't need any of this food though. Oh, actually, here we go. We'll do this, and I will take one of these and one of these. Every player gets a berry from the supply. That's pretty great. Player with the fewest forest birds can gain 1 from the bird feeder, and I think that's... Oh, I should have skipped that, but now Rachel gets another food. Actually, that actually kind of works. That works for me, because then I can reroll.
I'll take an extra food. Thank you.
All right. Got you. And now I can gain a food from the supply. Yep, there we go. Oh, I just get from this directly from the supply, so I just get a worm straight up. Sweet. All right, how are we doing in round 2? Oh, snap. Rachel and I are tied for most eggs in the forest.
Yep.
I figure.
Oh my goodness, that turkey is on a tear. Playing all the eggs. Muligoon, what have you been playing of late? And we'll go back to Rachel because I think you were muted the whole time.
Oh right.
Well,
Yeah.
I've been pretty hooked on Pokemon Unite, and then other than that, I got my son the game Slime Rancher, and so I've been playing a lot of that as well because my son's 4, but he's actually pretty good at it. Except he always has to suck up the pink slimes, and I'm like, we already have plenty of those at home. We don't need to suck those up. But anyway, no, Slime Rancher is a really fun resource management game. I was surprised by it, so I'm definitely looking forward to the second one.
All right. Who's your main these days in Pokemon Unite?
I really like Mamoswine, but I decided to go ahead and purchase Trevenant. So I've been trying to make Trevenant good, which is very difficult because he's very difficult to figure out. He's much better when he's low in health, and so you kind of have to ride the line of being low in health and not dying. Because he has life drain abilities that give him life back.
Ah, okay. It's been a little bit. I pretty much, yeah. It's only when Meg and Space Cactus play, or like on stream or something, and then I'll hop on, or they've hopped on here to play with me a couple times. I'll play it in like a group, but I haven't really gone out of my way to play it on my own.
I've
Yeah,
actually been following
Oh,
the
go for it.
competitive scene, and so it's kind of people are excited that they officially announced that Unite's going to be a part of the Pokemon Championship Series.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
I'm curious
cool.
to see what competitive Unite play looks like, because in my head, I think that game has some glaring flaws from a competitive standpoint. In particular, how the last 2 minutes of that game can completely change the outcome, and to the point where like, oh, the first 8 minutes don't really matter. And I could be wrong on that, but it feels like it just comes down to what happens in the last 2 minutes.
Oh well, when you watch competitive play, I mean, it really is the majority of the time the team that's been dominating the entire time is the team that ends up winning.
Okay.
But it is and the pros have these interesting strategies like they do 3 bot, and then 1 top, and then 1 in the center area, and then that seems to be like of course because they're playing 3 bot, then the other team has to be 3 bot. So like competitive, like high level play, that seems to be the meta right now. And but but no, it's really interesting just seeing all the strategies. Like there's a strategy where they get Rotom to basically break the main goal, and so then you're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place because you either have to either defend Zap or you let Rotom crash, and so that kind of gives them the advantage of splitting them up like that.
Okay.
But that's enough about Unite.
Fair enough. If at this point I've never really paid attention to the Pokemon championships. I know they play like all of the games happen there, from the VGC to Pokken Tournament's been there. Pokemon Go has its championship there. I guess I'd be a bit more curious now that I have fallen way down the trading card game rabbit hole, and I don't necessarily know many of the players or have a vested interest. It would be for me just seeing more what decks do very well at the tournament, and I'm going to guess with the way that things are going now, it will either be a Mew VMAX deck or a deck that counters Mew VMAX. But we'll save that conversation for an actual Pokemon stream.
Is the Pokemon Championships the Evo of the Pokemon trading card game?
Yes.
Nice. So when are you gonna make the trip down to watch that?
To play in it? Even
Yeah,
there we
either
go.
one. I mean, if you're gonna go down there,
Yeah, if we're gonna go down, then
may as
yeah,
well.
possibly. You have to win in a regional first.
Okay.
So I would have to compete, and the regional championships for Canada are in Vancouver this year.
Okay.
No, that is very far from here.
And it's very expensive too. Like it's cheaper to fly to most other countries than it is to fly to Vancouver.
Yeah.
Because flight within Canada is stupid expensive. But Vancouver is very nice.
I have spent a couple of hours in Vancouver. It was a stopover to Hawaii. We didn't leave the airport, but you can see the mountains from the airport, and it's absolutely gorgeous.
Oh man, that's the best part of Vancouver, is just being surrounded by the mountains. Or just like being able to see them. You're not surrounded because there's plenty of parts that aren't mountains, but just to be able to see them every day is just I'm jealous.
Yeah. Ontario is pretty flat.
Yeah.
They're all, there's not much. I mean, it's not as flat as say the prairies. There's hills here and there, but it is there's not really a lot to climb out here. Unless you want to count like Blue Mountain. Yep, the Blue Mountains.
Blue Mountains. I mean, there's like hiking trails. Like Dundas Peak is nice. It's not a mountain, I don't think. But...
All right, so on my turn, I'm finally going to put a bird card. Yeah, we found a bird in the water. Hey, what a novel concept. And this bird is, if it's the furthest right, then it moves to a different habitat, which gives you then the ability to access better rewards or better actions in the other habitats as it moves around. Once things start to get less, like once it's safer to travel, I mean, people are still traveling now, but where's the next place you want to travel to?
I want to go to Europe at some point. Just somewhere in Europe, probably England. I'd also like to do France and practice the French that I've been practicing for the past like year.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, definitely somewhere in Europe. I mean, in all likely, well, I really, really like. I've been to Japan twice, and I really want to go back to take someone else there, to like experience their first time in Japan. Because both times I went alone, and it was wonderful. But I want to be there with someone else. Oh, whoops!
Okay.
My mic. Yeah, it could be you. Let's
Oh.
go.
I would love to go to Japan someday.
So good. It's so fun.
We shall see. Definitely on the bucket list. Definitely want to check out Super Potato, do some shopping there, and I don't know, get like choke on all the smoke in the arcade. Do they still allow smoking in the arcades there?
Yeah, it sucks. It's not fun. Yeah, there's smoking in more places than there are here. I want to say like I remember like going to a cafe and there being smoking there, but there's like a separate room for the smokers.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I definitely remember smoking in places I was not used to, like the arcade.
Yeah, I still remember. I am old enough to remember when smoking was allowed in the arcade, and they were very dark and dingy establishments, and yeah, there was just the smell of cigarette smoke everywhere. It was an experience. Kids these days won't understand.
Oh, wait. Oh, sorry, I'm just talking to myself because I made a dumb move. I have to take it back.
What's everybody's favorite classic arcade game? And I'm not talking about the video games. When you go to the arcade and there's other types of games there, like a skee ball or a whack-a-mole. What is your favorite of those classic arcade games?
Oh, okay. I guess ice cold beer would. I mean, it's not like
That's not a
it's
video
like
game. That
classic.
counts.
It's not a video game, but it's also not a classic to the same extent that skee ball is. But
I
ice
would
cold
still
beer
count it.
is my favorite of the non-video games at an arcade. For those who don't know, it's a game where there's like kind of a board with a bunch of holes in it, and you're controlling this metal bar at the bottom where there's like a little metal ball sitting on top of it, and you can control the left and right sides independently of each other. And you're basically trying to lift the metal ball up to whatever the flashing hole is on the board at the time. So it's a game of like balance, basically. You're trying to roll the ball left and right and move it up to the hole. It's very fun.
There was a game around the launch of the
Yep.
Nintendo Switch that's based on that concept.
Yeah, Tumbleseed.
Yeah.
Which I was talking with at length with the same friend that I was talking about earlier. That one, I bought it at launch. I was hoping that I would enjoy it, and I didn't because it's just overly complicated and very, very difficult. If they had made a digital version of Ice Cold Beer, I totally would have been down for it.
Also, my game locked up again. Awesome.
Oh, okay. What is the deal?
Yeah.
I don't get it, because my game hasn't locked up at all. Is it an internet thing? Maybe it's like the fact that you're streaming and playing this game online at the same time is stressing the game out.
I don't know. I wasn't streaming when Rachel and I were playing, and it still crashed multiple times.
Is it on an SD card?
No. Wait, it maybe. Actually, yeah,
Maybe.
it's pretty much everything I have is on an SD card.
Yeah, it might be the case that the SD card is just kind of slow, or it's just it doesn't behave well on the SD card. Mine, I'm almost fairly certain I've also got an SD card, but it might be a newer one than yours.
Damn. Yeah. Apparently, The wingspan is just too strong for the Nintendo Switch. Too intensive. These graphics, though. And going back to the arcade question, JF Raptor says skee ball, and Double Jump also says skee ball. Oh, but I'm also a sucker for claw machines as well, I'll admit. I mean, claw machines are pretty fun.
I guess he's good at claw machines.
How is anyone good at claw machines?
I don't know, but last time we were at an arcade, she got 2 or 3 prizes.
Oh, geez, that's crazy. I've never
Yeah.
gotten one in my life.
So, fun Canadian fact. There are parts of Canada where claw machines are illegal unless you're allowed unlimited tries to get a prize.
Oh.
Yeah, so I think Calgary is one of those places. And you'll find that even here in Ontario, that some claw machines also work like that, where it'll just allow you to try again and again until you get a prize. Because otherwise they were considered games of luck. And you can't have that.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I've seen them around in Ontario. Like fairly recently. I took a picture at one of the rec room. The rec room I know has one of them.
All right.
Yeah.
I love the idea of the remote claw machine games where you play it on a web browser, and if you win, like you're watching a video feed of the claw machine, and if you're able to win, successfully get the prize, then they just ship it to you.
Which is so cool. Like if it's the same app that I'm thinking of, it's actually claw machines in Japan and they ship it from Japan. Which
There's
is
that
crazy
one
to
too.
me.
Yeah. I have kicked around the idea of possibly doing a stream around that stuff, but I bet the coins are like stupid expensive.
Oh, absolutely. You are definitely not making that money back from that stream.
I gotta set up the GoFundMe, or all tier 3 subs go straight to the coin machine, the claw machine. No, don't actually tier 3 sub so that I will play the claw machine on stream. Don't do it.
I'm fairly certain I'm not going to win this game. I've done a terrible job of everything. I can get lots of food, though. That's fun.
Yeah,
I
we're
have
gonna have more
food, too.
birds.
Oh, sorry, Rachel.
I said I have a ton of food too.
And then Muligoon, you were saying?
Oh, I feel very lacking in the bird department. I've been too focused on like trying to meet rounds that I've been kind of neglecting playing birds that actually have value.
Ah.
So my issue was that I played down a bunch of birds for that second round goal, and then I just ran out of time to put down enough eggs. So I just gave up on that goal, but now I've got a lot of birds in the forest. Only 2 birds with those bull nests, though, so might not get this goal either.
Right.
You got 4.
Wait, no, wait. Not that bird. That bird needs to keep its eggs. Which bird can... Oh, yeah. So give up this food, and then... Oh, I have to give it up from a bird that is beneficial to me. Darn it.
Junco's summer in the cool woods, but we'll use more open habitats in the winter.
Okay, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Yeah, skee ball is a personal favorite of mine. That's probably the answer, but I also like... I think the term is papa shot for basketball.
Oh, is that what it's called?
I think it's actually called papa shot.
That could go a number of ways, I think. That's just a weird term. I don't like that. Yeah, I was gonna say the basketball one is one of my faves too, even though I don't really enjoy basketball and I am bad at it. But I do enjoy that one. What other classic games are there? Are we including pinball in that?
Ooh, I think pinball is kind of a I guess it would be like in the same tier as ice cold beer.
Okay, yeah.
If pinball counts, then I'm all about pinball.
I love me some pinball. Pinball's so good. I think at some point I've debated the idea. I have a couple of pinball games on Switch. Some of them have licensed music though, which has been made me reluctant to play them. But also I think that a mediocre pinball player playing virtual pinball would make for a really crappy stream.
Well, the game Yoku's Island.
Oh, Yoku's
Oh,
Island
right.
Express?
Yes,
Yes.
that's a lot of fun. I didn't realize how pinball-esque that was going to be, but that definitely has a lot of pinball elements to it.
Oh yeah, I mean that is pinball as a 2D platformer, and it's awesome. We streamed
I
that
love.
one years ago. That one's a lot of fun. They're a very creative concept.
One of my favorite Sonic games is actually Sonic Spinball.
Oh,
Because it was kind of similar. It kind of was kind of like a pinball / platformer.
I liked the idea of Sonic Spinball.
uh-oh.
The
Go off.
execution, I didn't enjoy.
And the music of that game slaps.
It does. I just feel like that game. I don't know how to describe it. I just felt like it was sluggish, and I didn't know what I was doing at all. And I mean, I didn't give it that much time. I played it because it was in the Sonic Mega Collection, and I like played it once, a couple times, and I was done with it.
Yeah, the flipper catching is definitely it's a required technique almost in that
Yeah.
game.
Rachel,
It
how
has
badly
never
do you
been
need
good.
food right now?
I don't really.
Okay, we're gonna we're gonna pass on that. All players gain 1 berry from the supply. Sure, players with fused birds. Oh, do I have to do it? I think I have to do it. All right. Well, congratulations.
I mean, I'll take it.
All
I
right.
guess everyone's emo.
Copper Key says
So-
whack-a-mole. Yeah, whack-a-mole's great. Rachel, what's your favorite classic arcade game?
I forget what it's called, but I like the ball drop one, where there's just like a bunch of holes at the bottom, and then there's a bouncy ball at the top, and you push a button, and it falls down, and whichever hole it gets in, that's how many tickets you get. I'm
Like a
really good at
Plinko
getting
sort
it
of
down
deal?
in the center. What?
Like sort of like Plinko from Price is Right?
No, not like that. It's just like the ball is in like a chute, and you press the button, and it just drops straight down.
Hmm.
But I'm really good at getting it in the middle, which is the jackpot.
To think of what if I've ever seen that before.
I'll have to see if I can find a picture of it somewhere, because I can't remember what it's called. I always just call it the ball game.
There was a game at Dave and Buster's that it was like there was like a wheel, like a circle of lights, and then you had to get it to stop at a certain point to get a whole bunch of tickets. And I remember being really good at it to the point where we would we were pretty good at getting like hundreds of tickets at a time. And it was like the one time where I like broke a game at the arcade. Yeah, that era of
What's-
arcade. Yep. Oh, go for it.
No, I was gonna move on.
All right, move on.
I mean, what's your favorite video game arcade game?
There
I
are
got
some
nothing for
fun
that
ones.
one.
That's a tough one. Because if you told me to Steph asks Rachel, is it called Monster Drop or Slam a Winner?
It might be Monster Drop. I think.
Okay.
Let me look it up.
I actually will take an opportunity to look it up here too. I know I don't have the browser set up. We can take a quick peek here.
Monster Drop does look a lot like what you described.
Monster Drop. I know you can't see my
Yes,
browser.
that's it. That's
Okay.
it.
Let's go and take a look here. Monster Drop. What is the... Oh, this thing. Okay.
Yeah, see the ball game.
Open link in new tab. Open copy image address. There we go. Let me pull it up in a... Oh, it was right there. Yes, this machine. I am not very good at this one at all.
Yeah, no, I'm good at timing it so that it bounces off the rim of one of the holes and goes into the middle.
Nice. You'll have to get some tickets for me whenever, if Steph and I end up down there, you end up here, and we end up at oh, what arcades do we even have anymore? Because there was like a little bit of a revival here. We have Rec Room now. I think Dave and Buster's is still around.
I think so. I haven't heard about it going away.
Yeah.
Maybe,
I hope... Is Tilt still alive here in Toronto?
Oh, I hope so.
Oh, I would imagine they
I
got
can
hurt really bad.
Yeah. I'm gonna check.
Yeah, and I will pull up some pictures. Oh, it's your turn right now. But I will try and pull up some pictures and videos for the chat, and we can talk about Tilt in Toronto. Because if you are a fan of, classic gaming, arcade gaming, it is like the spot. Okay, we got some pictures. JF Raptor says there's also the Pacific Mall arcade. Yep, that is. They've got one of the larger arcades in the city. Pacific Mall is a predominantly Asian vendors there. If you're looking for the bootleg DVDs, that's where you go. All right. We don't have any birds, and I would like some, so let's go and grab. Again, we are looking for. Oh no, we've maximized our small bird count, so we can start to get some big birds here. Actually, let's go and focus on birds that can live in this particular environment to try and compete for later on in the game.
For the record, Tilt is still open.
Hey!
They're limited to only groups of 10 people at a time, and you have to finish
that's way
your
too small.
food and drink at the table before you go play the games.
All right. While you guys are taking your turns, we will have a quick detour on Tilt Arcade. And also for those just tuning in, I'm Jet from inthirdperson.com. Personal look at video games, board games, and other nerdy pursuits. We're playing Wingspan on the Nintendo Switch. And I'm going to go take a quick second here while everyone else takes their turns to talk about this arcade in the city of Toronto called Tilt. And it is the spot on the West End that specializes in classic and pinball tables in particular. If you are a fan of they have a whole stretch of pinball tables from like super old ones to the newest ones with the video screens and multiple objectives. And I personally am a huge fan of. I'm terrible at pinball, but every time I have the opportunity to play at a pinball machine, I give it a shot. They also have a. Well, okay, let's look here. They have a bar as well with oh, that's a terrible picture. They have a bar as well. They've got food, and in terms of video game selection, they oh, there's Randy's game right there. Here's the picture of ice cold beer.
Oh right.
That's the machine. The exact machine that Randy's talking about. So yeah, there's the stick, the ball is there, and you're trying to move the ball to the top or like into one of these circled holes without it falling into one of these other holes.
Yeah, it's a great game. I had only seen them, like I only found out about the game after that the Switch game Tumbleseed came out. And then I started seeing Ice Cold Beer in a few places. I saw it at Tilt. I saw it at, I think, Fan Expo had one, and at another con that we went to had one.
I love
Unfortunate-
Tumbleseed, by the way. That's such a fantastic game.
Unfortunately, all the pictures here are of the... There's a couple of arcade games here. I can see the Ninja Turtles machine in the back, and then NBA Jam is in the corner over here that you can't see. But Tilt is one of the coolest gaming landmarks here in the city, and if you ever get a chance to come up to Toronto, definitely check out Tilt. Hey, Athena, welcome back. How you doing? JF Raptor says, Derry once took me to an arcade bar in Manhattan. I believe it was called Barcade. It was fun. Barcade might be the original of that concept. But yeah, the bar/arcade thing is definitely a concept that has picked up some momentum in the last decade or so, though obviously going through some really hard times in light of the global predicament that we're in. And Double Jump says, wish we had more places like that around here. Yeah, oh, my turn. Yeah, arcades are kind of I mean, they had died, and at this point they're in really rough shape again. But they were kind of making a resurgence in like very niche places like barcades and certain other areas where they kind of worked as an attraction. But yeah, pandemic making that real tough right now. Where did I want to put this bird? Ooh, okay. Because we can put it in the grass, or we can put it in the... Actually, yeah, we're going all in on the grass. So let us put the falcon here, which is a predator bird, and it kills other birds. 1, 2. Did I actually like
Hugs
mess
other
myself up there?
birds to make them feel better about themselves for being so small.
Nope. Also, I realized that I'm on the wrong scene still, so you couldn't see the game at all. I'm sorry. I put down a peregrine falcon in the grasslands. So yeah, Athena, we were just talking about... Well, we're playing a board game called Wingspan about bird watching, while also talking about arcades. What other cool? Yeah, arcade memories for me. I remember a time before Street Fighter 2, and I remember a time after Street Fighter 2. The time after Street Fighter 2 was kind of crazy, where when that game came out, it was pretty much the only thing anyone wanted to play, and there were lines at the machine, and then they'd have multiple machines of Street Fighter 2, and then Mortal Kombat showed up, and Fatal Fury, and then all of a sudden, half of the arcade is just fighting games.
Yeah. And then you had like the Street Fighter 2 hacks.
Oh yeah, Street Fighter 2 Rainbow Edition is one of my favorite video game hacks of all time. And oh no, Muligoon, no!
Oh no.
Oh no.
Whoops.
Sniped me on that. All right. So we're down to the final 5 turns. And I have no birds. Anjum, welcome back. How you doing? I have no birds. I've got food though. All right, here's one. Yeah. There, we'll take that one.
Street Fighter 2 Rainbow Edition. You change
Rainbow
them to
Edition.
different
That's it. Okay.
characters. You do a Shoryuken that shoots out like 10 fireballs. Like,
Let
yeah.
me find some video for everyone here. Fighter 2 Rainbow Edition. And like, I just need the highlights. I don't care about the Forbidden Street Fighter. If I just type in highlights. This is a long play. Yeah, anyway. Okay, here we go. So I will put the volume down on this because there isn't. Oh, okay. Here we go. So while Double Jump takes their turn, let's share some Street Fighter 2 Rainbow Edition here. It looks like regular Street Fighter, but crazy things happen. Like, look at Ryu throwing fireballs in the air, and then the fireballs having crazy arcs to them. And that uppercut did like 80 trillion damage, and then E Honda turned into Guile for some reason. And one of the crazy things
had like a 45-degree angle. It just shot off up into the right.
Yeah. And oh yeah, now E Honda can also throw fireballs. This was like Ryu's now throwing multiple fireballs at once, and then he just teleported to the other side and did a full screen uppercut.
Nothing personnel, kid.
This is a super insane hack that was actually really popular. The pirates who pirated this game and hacked the game, that uppercut went all the way across the screen. What is happening here? This was so successful that Capcom had to adjust mainline Street Fighter to take some of the ideas from this Rainbow Edition and incorporate it into actual Street Fighter, like making the game a little faster, being able to do certain moves in the air, and so on. Giving Chun-Li a fireball, that all came from Rainbow Edition, adding that stuff in illegally.
All right, I think it's your turn now. Yeah.
Yeah. 4 turns left. Who's it going to be? I don't remember how to do a poll.
Is the poll gonna be Jet,
here we
not Jet?
Is this how I do this? Okay. Who will win? Jet, Muligoon, PlayerTwoStart, Double Jump. Duration, let's call it like 2 minutes. Go. Place your bets. Who's going to win? And let me put this Eastern Bluebird over here. And unfortunately, I have to cough up an egg to do that. Oh, it's not going to matter now. Oh, 2 eggs. Jeez.
I voted
Okay.
Muligoon.
I need to lay a whole bunch of eggs here.
I voted for myself.
Yeah, you got a head start on us.
Oh, Double Jump takes the lead. Oh, wow. Rachel just jumping way ahead. No one's voted for me. I see how it is. I mean, we can kind of see with the end of round goals. Oh my goodness. Rachel, how do you have so many eggs in the grass?
Well, I didn't have any birds with bowl nests, so I just decided to skip that round.
Hold on.
Work on round 4.
Yeah, she's
Oh,
only got
God.
2 birds, but they're full up.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Trolling so many eggs.
I need this. You guys have each won a round. I need something.
I have a pretty good strategy in the works, so I'm gonna see if it plays out.
Okay. Thank you, Chris, for trying to vote for me, but apparently Rachel stole the vote. Damn.
Oh, oops, sorry. I mean,
That's okay.
that was my strategy the whole time.
That's okay. Other crazy things. Like I'm kind of bummed out that I missed the other Wednesday stream when Microsoft bought Activision. Like that was gonna be like a whole thing to talk about, and now it feels too late.
Yeah, we're done with it.
Double jump, the whole chatter trolls that I'm here for. We'll see. Rachel may be the queen of the birds here. We have no idea. Also, it's my turn. I'm sorry. Play a second bird, pay its normal cost. Sorry, I don't have another bird, so there we go.
To be fair, if you think about it, if Chrissy was able to vote and she voted for Jet, then Randy and I would have tied.
All right. Well, still anybody's game, I guess. We'll see. We'll see. I think my plan for this final turn or these final few rounds will be pretty straightforward. And yeah, I might as well. Do I want to telegraph it? I don't know if I can actually catch up. Oh my, there's so many eggs.
I know, right?
Yeah, she's laid so many eggs. I think I could catch up. I don't know if I have enough time.
No, you don't need to catch up. It's fine.
The scaled quail can lay 6 eggs. Like I have more than enough spots to put eggs on these birds. I don't know if I have enough time to do that. So in terms of stream schedule, because we're coming close to the end of this game, I will be back on Sunday for some Tetris 99, and then Wednesday we'll play some Pokemon Arceus, and at that point it'll be 4 or 5 days old, and it'll be old news, and you've probably experienced way more of it than I have, but we'll start it together. For Rachel, when are you and Chris streaming next?
We're actually streaming on Saturday.
Okay.
No Friday night stream, just Saturday, either afternoon or late afternoon. We haven't figured out the logistics yet.
Okay. What do you plan on playing?
We're hopefully going to finish Skyward Sword.
Oh, awesome.
Fingers crossed.
All right. And for everybody here, my strategy, we're going to lay a whole bunch of eggs. And let's cash in 1 food, and we'll lay another egg. And because we activated this ability, we can look at this bird. Ooh, the peregrine falcon is hungry. Is this bird going to be less than 100 centimeters off the flip? Top deck, 46. Nom nom. Time for lunch. Bye.
For them to have lunch together at Swiss Chalet.
Thank you, Randy.
And let me take a food from the supply here. Yeah, I'm going to grab one of these. Ian says the scaled quail can lay 6 eggs. That's my favorite theater warm-up exercise. And yeah, I mean, I hope that you and everybody else in the upcoming blizzard do okay and aren't affected too much.
When is this blizzard happening?
Yeah, Rachel
like
disappeared again.
tonight?
Wait, our blizzard, or are you guys having a blizzard too?
No, we're not having a blizzard. I'm wondering about your blizzard.
Oh, yeah, no, we're getting a blizzard Friday night into Saturday, but it's supposed to be like heavy snowfall all day Saturday.
Huh.
Ooh.
Yeah, snow, not my favorite.
No, me neither.
Has anyone here who's had to shovel snow ever been like, you know what? People die from heart attacks from shoveling the snow all the time. I'm just not going to shovel the snow. I'll just wait for it to melt.
Yeah, I'm in my late 30s, and so that thought starts to cross my mind more and more these days.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe I'll just take it easy. In my current house setup, I don't have a lot to shovel, so it's not too bad when the snow is bad. Unless I have to get out of the, I have to drive the car, then it's terrible. But it could be worse. I could live in a nicer house that has a long driveway, and then shoveling would be god-awful.
Oh man, I do feel bad for those. Well, those folks with like mile-long driveways are living in much fancier houses than I am. So I guess I don't feel that bad for them, but I do feel bad that they have to shovel that whole thing.
Yeah.
We have an 8-car driveway.
Oh
Wow.
my goodness.
Yeah.
I guess okay, so I do feel bad then, I guess.
Do you just shovel everything by hand? Do you have a snowblower?
No, our dad has a snowblower. He
Okay.
doesn't like us going outside.
Okay.
He gets nervous, so he just does everything. We
Like-
try to help him like with the deck and like the bottom of the driveway if he has to go to work and stuff, but then he gets mad at us.
Oh.
So, you know.
Time to lay some more eggs. Just keep dropping them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cash in another food and lay a 5th egg. And all right, Peregrine Falcon going in again. A bird with a wingspan of less than 104 centimeters. Yes. Broad-winged hawk dead.
Now they've got a third for their nice lunch at Swiss Chalet.
Yeah. And
Randy,
we
have I
get some
told you
more
lately
food.
how much I appreciate you?
I appreciate you too.
Oh, thank
Alright,
you.
I will take that wheat. And now I have jumped in the lead for round 4.
No, why?
Oh wow. Yeah, I'm
Yes.
not going for this at all.
Let's see where Rachel is at now with her eggs.
That was rude. I told you to give me 1 round.
You can still get second. Second's good.
No.
That's still 4 points.
No. Now it's not even because you guys each got first in every round. Don't you know how to share?
And yeah, Chris says if you live in a it's gone to the point where I show up outside to help despite what Dad says. Okay. And that's very kind of you. And Ambigamer says, I'm not looking forward to more shoveling, not gonna lie. No, I'm with you there. Forget shoveling. Terrible. Can't wait after the stream. I mean, I always love hanging out with you guys. Actually, I don't really, well, I was gonna say we don't hang out, but I do have people playing on stream with me from time to time, but us as a foursome have not hung out on stream. And like Rachel, it's been, I mean, you came by for Extra Life, but before then it was like almost a year since you've last been on. It's crazy.
Really that long?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Need to have you on more often.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah. It was hard. I love doing Boss Rush. It was just very hard to keep up that type of content for even as frequently as every other week. I had an idea in my head of how I would bring that back. It wouldn't be as a stream, but even that is probably too ambitious for the amount of time I have. So really, it's like the types of games that I play, and if we can bring people in, that would be cool. At the moment you start playing Pokemon TCG, if you ever do it, then like, come on over.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Laid eggs. Let's go lay some more eggs to end this off. All right. Eastern Bluebird just laying all the we have this whole row completely full of eggs. Here we go. We going to lunch one more time? Yes. Oh, wait. No, it didn't. Wait, did it?
Good.
No, it didn't work. That bird was too big. Never mind. Bird was too
Good.
big. Oh, wait. I want the food. I want the food. Don't skip. I will take the worm. Doesn't matter. And shove, lick, and shove off. But shh. Can't wait. We're kind of going through the worst of it right now. Then, you know, next it'll be February, and then it'll be March, and then all of a sudden it's, you know, shorts and tank tops, and it'll be great. All about that summer.
It's gonna be 2023 before we know it.
Yeah.
No.
Christmas is tomorrow.
I wish. Christmas is pretty rad.
If we could do Christmas every day, but also without having to buy gifts. If they could just spontaneously appear for everyone, that would be great. They never know what to get anyone.
Did I get anything? Oh, I was trying to think of oh, that was what I was gonna say. That was what I was leading to, because after the stream, as part of our Swiss Chalet meal that I ordered, I got us some pie. And
Oh,
so
nice.
I'm gonna have some late night apple pie. I got Steph the pecan pie because she likes pecan pie. What's your favorite pie?
Nothing.
What? You don't like pie like at all?
No. Well, no, that's a lie. I'll eat key lime pie, but that's it.
Okay. Sure. Count
To
it.
be 100% honest, I don't think I've ever eaten pie.
What? Randy,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, I don't think I've eaten it ever. I've
What?
seen like apple pie and thought that was it just looks too sweet. And then I've just never had
But
the opportunity to
how
eat
did we
any
grow
other
up in
pie.
the same house? We always had
I-
apple pie in the house.
Yeah.
Is it just because
never
I
ate
ate it all and that's why you didn't have any?
And I was always so sad. No, I never ate the apple pies that we got.
Yeah, the chat's freaking out right now that you've never
I
eaten
know.
pie.
Yeah.
You need to
I
fix that.
totally understand.
Oh. All right, chat. What type of pie should Randy eat first? Is this what we have to do for the extra life taste? Well, Muligoon was close on the eggs. Oh no. Like, do we have to just have Randy eat like a whole assortment of pies now?
No.
All right. Also, this was the final round of the game. Let's see who wins. What's it gonna be? Here we go. Counting up the birds. Oh, Randy in the lead there. Uh-oh. End of round goals. Eggs. I'm pulling ahead. Food on cards. Oh. And there it is. I win. Yay.
Congratulations.
This wasn't fixed, I swear.
All that freezing where he had to pull the game off the stream, that's when he was grabbing extra cards to put down.
Nope.
Yeah, hiding them
Nope.
up his sleeve.
No, and look, so I'll just show the chat. I'll hide the chat here so you can see. Yeah, I got 75 points. Muligoon in a close second with 68. And then Randy with 59 and Double Jump with 57. GG's, everybody. GG's.
GG's.
Yeah, see, and that's the balance of this game is that the balance between not worrying about early goals and then just focusing on building up your engine so that by the end of it you're just pumping out eggs. Like I wasn't able to keep up with your egg production, even though I had a pretty good system going on. And I'm just like I just gotta keep up.
Yeah, I think the laying the eggs was the difference maker for me there at the end of just like, oh yeah, I have all these birds that don't have eggs on them. I should just do the thing. All right, well, GG's, everybody.
GG's.
GG's.
Do I want to save this game? Sure, why not?
Yes. We'll save forever in the archives. All right, so I guess I'll ask for Jet's eggs production. They're smooth like eggs, Ian. I mean, oh gosh. So
He's very fertile.
I cannot comment on rumors and speculation. So I guess I'll ask for your opinions for everyone on the panel that just played. What are your thoughts on the game?
Who wants to start?
Muligoon, you can start.
Well, so I had my when I first saw reviews for this game, I wasn't interested at all. I mean, I loved the art, and I like when I was a kid, one of my favorite books was like well, not my favorite books, but one of my favorite things, like whenever I went to the cottage on a lake that my grandparents had, was they had like a bird watching book that was like a bird, like a North American bird's guide. And I love that thing. So seeing all these birds and the beautiful artwork on the cards, and then you actually showing the pictures of the physical game itself, it's a beautiful game. And so like but the price, I mean, I think the game is probably like around $60 US, and so I was like, yeah, that's probably not a game for me, because I just didn't quite understand the concept, and it looked like it was a very solo experience, like you're playing solitaire, and I'm like, I don't know about that. Doesn't seem to be much competition, but the whole rounds mechanic kind of adds that competitive element where each of the 4 rounds you're competing for different goals, and those goals change each time you play the game. And so I'm definitely because of the digital, the digital was on sale, and I was like, well that's a cost. If I don't like it, oh well. But now, because of the digital game, I'm convinced that I definitely want to get the physical copy, and I definitely want to play it with my mom. I think my mom would really enjoy this game, and so I this is definitely what I'm going to be picking up, because like you said at the start of the stream, you're absolutely correct that this is going to be like among those game board titans like Ticket to Ride and stuff like that, and Settlers of Catan. I think this one is going to have a wide appeal because the art really pulls people in.
Yeah, I just wanted to show what the IRL cards look like. Here is one right here, and the art on them is fantastic. And there are like hundreds of bird cards in this, and then there's expansions as well. So the game has this many birds. I think it's close to 200 different bird cards. Do we have to do a stream where I just read all of these one at a time and just tell you bird facts about every bird in the game?
I would be down.
All right, here we go. We're starting right here with the roseate spoonbill, and the fun thing about this bird is that this bird's unusually shaped bill helps it feel prey in the water. So yeah, I can imagine how that would work.
Nice. All
right, up next.
One card down, 600 to go.
Yep. Subscribe to my OnlyFans for all of the bird facts. Rachel, your thoughts on Wingspan?
Well, when I first played this game, I got a review code from Pure Nintendo magazine when the game originally released, I think about a year ago. And I played it, and I remember reviewing it well, and I enjoyed it enough, but I didn't 100% understand the game because I hadn't played the board game first, and I didn't have my sister there to read me the rules and try to walk me through it. So I just kind of went through the motions and didn't comprehend anything. But I really appreciated the graphics and the music and the idea behind the whole game. So I remember reviewing it well just because I didn't want to score it poorly just based on my poor comprehension skills.
Mm-hmm.
So when we played it together Monday night and you were trying to teach it to me and you were explaining all these things to me, I told you I understood when I really didn't. But that's just kind of how I do things. I gotta go through it. And
Yep.
So playing again tonight, I feel like I paid more attention to the strategy of it all. But overall, it's a really solid game. I just think there's so many moving pieces to it that I definitely want to try playing the board game to see any differences and similarities between the two.
All right. I agree. I feel like it is, for having learned on the board game first, I think that the video game version doesn't do a great job of bringing people in. And like part of that is the way they've designed the interface. It looks very good on screen, but if you don't know how to play the board game, it's like, why are there these different areas? Why are these birds going here? And the tutorial is like, it's structured in a way to walk you through the turns, but it doesn't do a great job of establishing the foundation of the game. What are you trying to do? What are each of these things? You're kind of playing the turns, and then they talk about the round thing at the end, and you sort of have an idea of what to do, but you don't really understand, like, what are you trying to do, and what's kind of the pace of the game, what are you trying to do in order to build, this series of birds that does cool stuff.
Right. They don't really explain much.
No. Randy, your thoughts on Wingspan?
I don't have nearly as much to say as the other two did. Once I understood the game and played it, I had to play the game to understand it, because that tutorial sucks, and I also hate the sound effect they play during it. It's just like the tutorial just didn't make a whole lot of sense to me. It didn't make it. It just made a whole lot more sense once I started playing it, and then once I finished the game, like I felt like I got it. But it's not my favorite board game in the world. I think I would prefer to play Splendor.
All right.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's fine for what it is. I think the physical board game looks really cool. The fact that you get like a physical bird feeder is like actually kind of cool. But I'll play it if like people want to play it, but otherwise I'm not going out of my way to play it.
Okay, maybe I will set up, because Steph and I can show right now, I've got an ongoing game. If you guys want to see my turns against Steph, because we have multiple games on Board Game Arena going at once, I'm going to buy this diamond piece for one. This is Splendor. It is also an engine building game similar to Wingspan, but this one, it revolves around gems. It is a more straightforward game than Wingspan. There's fewer moving parts, but I kind of feel like the essence of engine building this game does really well, even if thematically it makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. It's supposed to be about a gem dealer trading things around. Like, it doesn't matter. It's trade in the blue things for the blue chip and then get the other cards. All right, it's my last turn here in Azul. I'm stuck with these two tiles. I will put them here, and that's my turn. And in Patchwork, this is a personal favorite of ours, an amazing two-player game about quilting, of all things. And I'm going to grab this piece, and this is probably going to bore everyone to tears. I will put this piece here. And that's my turn. All right. Where was I going with that? Oh yeah, we were talking about Wingspan. Thoughts on Wingspan, other board games. Yeah, I would love to do other... Oh, that was the question I had. For those in the chat, first off, thank you to everybody that hung out on the stream. Ian, Athena, JF, Raptor, Double Jump, Copper Key, Anjum, Megan Plays Games, Space Cactus, everybody that dropped by, all the lurkers too. And honest question, what did you think of the game and the stream? I do have like legit concerns for board game streams in general, of just like, I think for this game in particular, like Wingspan in particular, of like, is this too hard to follow as someone who is coming to my stream and you're like, wait, what are these bird cards and all these environments? Like, was it interesting to watch? Did you learn? Did you enjoy the vibes? I don't know.
Even as someone playing the game, I'm not following you guys' boards. Like, I'm looking at my board, and that's more or less it.
Yeah. All right, good night, Muligoon. Ian says, thank you for the stream. No problem, my dude. Shoutouts to Adventure Rules. Probably streaming tomorrow. Where's the shoutout button? Where is that? Oh, it's broken right now. Damn. Okay. But yeah, there is a board game. I want to do the Fast and Furious one with the camera pointing at the table, because I think that one would actually work really well in that setup. But I will figure that one out in the future. Double Jump says, I personally was here for the chill vibes and friends, as sappy as that sounds. Oh, well, we appreciate you here, Chris, and I hope that even if the burbs may or may not have been your cup of tea, if you were here for the chill vibes and the friends, then that's fantastic too. And yeah, just probably the primary reason to be here. But yeah, I'm glad you let me indulge this one time on Wingspan, and I hope you all, for everybody that's still on the voice chat, that you guys enjoyed playing the game and hanging out.
Yeah, I mean, it's like what you said. It's what you say about streaming is it tends to not be about the game as much as it is just the people and the talking and what you guys got to say, and like the fact that you guys, like, I feel like the appeal of this stream would just be the fact that we're all hanging out.
Yeah.
More so than understanding what's happening with the game. Bless you.
Double Jump with the shiny Snorlax. Congratulations.
Wait, I got it?
You got it.
I'm watching the stream, but it's delayed for me. Did I really get it?
You did.
Yeah,
get
you
it.
got the shiny Snorlax.
I thought Jet went for a sneeze.
I swear that's not fixed. I didn't just give Rachel a shiny Snorlax because she's on the stream right now. No, that didn't happen.
Oh
No,
my
Rachel is
gosh.
not family.
Rachel, our long lost third cousin.
Oh, I've been waiting so long for this shiny Snorlax. I've had a name picked out for a year.
Wow. Someone clip that. Wow, congrats. What would you like to name your shiny Snorlax? Let me zoom in on this so you can get the full experience. Hold on.
I'm typing it in the chat because I don't know how to pronounce it.
Okay.
Hold on.
Double Jump is... No. There it is. Okay. Double Jump X2. That is a Zalarons?
It's Snorlax spelled backwards.
Oh. That's very
clever,
clever.
guys.
Very clever. And I will hit enter, and congratulations. Welcome to the world, Zalarons.
Adventure Rules says, is Rachel PlayerTwoStart's other daughter? Yes, I didn't want this to come out on stream, but you know what? It's true.
Wait, other daughter? I have a sister?
Yeah, that's.
Oh,
Oh, and to celebrate, Athena's throwing down an emote storm. Celebrate. Throw your emotes in the chat. In particular, I want to see the animated emote. Get the new air horn in there too. I don't think it's actually gonna shake on the screen, but go nuts. Oh, Athena came prepared. Tons of we got the Team Rachel emotes, of course. Ooh, there we go. We got some new air horns in there. Love to see it. I see some slimes. We got the head banging. Haley in the back. Unamused. Wait, Ian, you still have access to that emote? The horny for
Still
Mario?
Somehow.
What? I thought part of wow. Wow, you just like shut the door on Jeff and still kept the emotes in the divorce? Crazy. And I see JF Raptor putting in some of her emotes there as well. Awesome. All right. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I can still use it for some reason. Weird. All right. Well, that's going to do it for tonight. Thank you, everybody, for dropping by. Thank you, Muligoon, for playing along. Thank you, Rachel, for playing along. And thank you, Randy, for playing with me as well.
Thanks for having us.
yeah, thanks for having me.
Rachel, is there anything you'd like to plug while you're here?
No, not really. Just like I said, Chrissy and I will be streaming again Saturday at some point. If anyone wants to tune in, that'd be fun.
Yep. So, yep. Shout outs to Double Jump. I put the Twitch link in the chat. Randy, is there anything you would like to plug?
Yeah, sure. Adventure Rules is streaming tomorrow, presumably. Doing
Yes.
Ocarina of Time, presumably. So
All right.
go there, assuming that is happening, which I think it is, but it might not be because I'm not running it.
All right, and then I will use my shout outs to shout out shout outs to MacGyver's. I have no idea when he's streaming again, but hey, shout outs to you, dude. And whenever he streams again, go follow the channel so you're ready for that. Okay, so again, thank you all, and thank you to everybody in the chat. We will be back on Sunday, 9 a.m. for Tetris 99. But until then, enjoy the rest of your night, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.